Hello everyone, it's been a while since the last time I made a video about photo book impression. As I always say, I see the photo book as the same investment as I buying a lens, a camera or other equipment. So I keep buying these new photo books. To give you some context, starting from this episode, I want to focus specifically more on the self-published or indie photo book from a Japanese photographer. Recently, I've bought quite a lot of photo book from a Japanese photographer, the self-published one, and I'm genuinely impressed by the quality, both the content and the production is on par with the professionally published photo book. I think showcasing this book could be valuable for people outside Japan. So giving you a chance to see and hopefully you can learn something from these books. This time, I'd like to introduce and share my impression of this book. Specifically, it's called A Folder Out by Goro-san. So I found this book through Goro-san's Instagram account and I decided to just buy it because it was interesting for me. So as someone who grew up watching anime, I've always imagined what it's like to be a student in Japan, and this book, it's really immersed me in that high school atmosphere. So it's actually 90-page full color photo book featuring over 100 photos of the author and friends taken from their second year of high school until graduation day. What's unique is that the book comes in a sleeve shaped like a folder, so it's a hardcover printed on a solid and high quality paper. As a film photographer, I do like the grain in the photo as I love the scene in this book. I feel like it captured a high school time perfectly, from the scene inside the class, for example, or something like this, the scene after school and graduation. So yeah, I think it's captured a high school time quite perfectly. I really love the vibe of enjoying time with friends that come through in this book. I'm sure Goro-san and her friends will treasure it even more in the coming years. Because it feels so nostalgic for me. I'm sure it will feel nostalgic for them as well. Looking closer at the production, I impressed with the precise finishing and the quality of the cover material here. I also love that the cover photo in here is actual printed photo attached to the book and with a subtle frame effect here around each image, giving it a dimensional feel like a photo in a frame. From a content perspective, I also appreciate how Goro-san sequenced the photo. The flow feels smooth and cohesive to me, letting me enjoy each page without interruption. The scenes, the tones connect seamlessly from one to the next. And because these are not staged and come from real moments in Goro-san's high school life, every photo feels authentic and genuine to me. One thing I did notice is that some of the photo have slightly lower quality, so I'm not sure if this is due to the film grain or maybe a small scan resolution being enlarged. Yeah, but aside from that, I really enjoy it. As someone who love this kind of vibe, it definitely inspired me to create something similar. Okay, that's it. How was it? It was nice. I think, again, I'm quite impressed with the production and the content of this photo book. From a bunch of photo book that I bought from a Japanese photographer, of course the self-published one, I think I'm quite impressed by all of them in terms of like the content and production. So what do you guys think about this content? I think I would like to you know, to create more content like this, because I still have many self-published or indie photo book on my bookshelf, and I'm excited to give you or to tell you more about this. Yeah, that's it for today. Thank you all for stay tuned on this photo book impression, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Ciao.